My mother said, necessity is the mother of invention. Whenever we needed a costume or an outfit for a program, she had an attic that had two of everything, and following her example, my basement has two of everything. We were never at a loss for Halloween, Easter, or other costumes. To some it seemed like clutter and junk, but to a depression baby, it is a valuable resource. My story is ending before I meet and marry John. If I got time, there should be a book 2 and a book 3 about us and our children. If not, I hope they write it down as they remember it and give it to their children and our grandchildren. My home's with my parents. I lived on a farm near Whittemore. Jacoby's bungalow on 17th Street, Father Smith's house, and the house on the hill across from my present home. Later, this was Kate and Sonny's house, and when they moved, Mom lived in it with Ole Friendall, her second husband. When I got married, I lived in Grettinger with John's parents and worked in the bakery for 6 months. Then I came to Emmitsburg and worked in Kewen's Cafe and lived above the cafe. Then I went to California to see John in port for 30 days, and he had joined the Navy. I got a job in a parachute factory in San Diego and lived in Coronado Island until the war ended. I came back to Emmitsburg and got a small one-room apartment until John came home from war. We moved to Grettinger and stayed with his parents for 5 or 6 months. We bought a lot and bought a tenant house, 10 by 26, and moved it to Grettinger. We lived there 3 years, and John worked at the beef packing plant. He also took GI carpenter schooling and worked for the Varco Building Company. I worked about 6 months at Esterville at the horse packing plant as a meat weigher on the assembly line. We auctioned off the house in Grettinger and moved to South Dakota, where John worked on the Fort Randall Dam, and Judy was born at Pickstown, South Dakota. And Pickstown is no longer there on the map. Buildings mostly torn down after the dam project was completed. Judy was born, and we moved back to Emmitsburg, found a 2-room house to rent. Ken, Judy, and I stayed there, and John went to Greenland on foreign construction.